CIT, the Center for Indigenous Theatre, is a 3-year training institute for Indigenous students. The students start from the beginning in year 1, and each year of training builds off of the first year, and then the second year, and then third year. We also offer 4th year training to graduates, and that 4th year training is often built from creative energy juices that build up over the last 3 years. New plays are being written, video dramas are being created.
CIT means inspiration. I see a lot of people come through the program who are at first very shy, and as they go through the terms and years, they become more and more solidified in who they will be as an Indigenous artist. When people come here from small communities, reservations, towns, cities, they are engulfed into a different world. I strongly believe that Toronto is its own world.
What CIT has let me do is be in a situation, a place where there's a lot of things I don't have to think about, so I can think about the things I want to think about. And hearing the stories and working with the other students, the Indigenous students. I have like 26 years of formal education, and there was never another Indigenous person with me in any of those times. We are incredible people. We really are. And we have been holding ourselves to the standard of mediocrity that is the colonizer for a very, very long time now. And we don't have to anymore.
CIT is a place where I feel like I can really express myself, artistically. I often feel like it's like an escape of mine because I feel like I can't really create the ways I can at CIT anywhere else. So I feel like it's really helped me just bring out my creative side and my voice as an artist. Here, they kind of just make you do it, and they just make you get into it like you don't really have a choice. So I've just gotten used to it, and I've gotten to really play around with it.
While being here at CIT, I've learned to not be so closed off, and you really do have to put yourself out there. The teachers will literally force it out of you if you want to be, scared or not want to do a scene. They will work with you, and I think that's what I would say most that I've learned is just coming out of your comfort zone, and it'll only help you in the end. Expand your knowledge, expand your talents, then take that leap of faith and give it a shot. Who knows?
No matter what theater school you're in, it's such hard work. There's lots of exploration, lots of investigation. There's a lot of self-exploration. Please come and check us out. We have so much to offer. There's a lot of Indigenous programming happening in Ontario that we are part of, and we welcome you to come and take part in those things with us. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do this work. Miigwech.
Bonjour, Bidwa a Gijgokwe Dishnakaz, Megazed Do Dem. We are grateful to live and work and learn on this land and acknowledge the traditional caretakers of this land, the Huron-Wendat, the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Anishinaabe. Chimiigwech caretakers, Chimiigwech Kakamekwe.
Welcome to Center for Indigenous Theatre's program info session. I am Kian Buffalo.
And I'm Nolan Moberly. We are current students at CIT. Miigwech for joining us.
Today we'll answer all your questions about the school and how you can join our classes. Have you thought about pursuing a career in the arts? Please share your stories in the comment section below.
We'll start with some of the history of CIT, show you what the program and school year may look like, as well as how to apply and get into the program.
During our school year time today, you'll also get to view a clip from one of our showcases, as well as a special guest interview. So stay tuned for those clips.
Our program at CIT is a post-secondary program that provides training in acting, voice, and movement. We offer cultural classes that are focused in dance, song, and oral history. We partner with communities and organizations across Canada that we will share different experiences with throughout the year. Each year, we plan land-based teachings with Debajmajig storytellers in Manitowoning and on Metoxie in Nipissing First Nation.
Now a teaser from our most recent showcase. Enjoy.
Hello, sir. Your outfit is marvelous. I'm looking to trade some items with some of the furry people are wearing. What is that? Wolf. Ah, that's some fine fur you got there. Don't speak English. Oh, it's fine with me. I will point to the stuff I want from you, and you're more than welcome to look in my bag. We have plenty of items to trade. We got gunpowder, seeds, bread, beer, jewelry, and blankets. We come from across the seas, and I ask that you teach my men how to skin animal and collect fur. We will be super grateful if you help. Oh, one more thing. Do we pay you to help? You know, for going out of your way to help us. If you show us, we can come to an agreement of promises, and we will educate you on English, math, laws, how to use land resources, and build houses.
Hey, Cole. I never knew you could move like that.
Yeah, I've been moving like this ever since I was little.
No way. I never knew that. What is that called?
It's called popping in animation. My cousin showed me.
What made you want to move like that?
Well, there's this really awesome mover called Nonstop. He really inspired me. I watch a lot of his videos online.
How long did it take you to learn?
It only took me a couple of months to learn this.
Really? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Hey, I want to do that too. Do you think I could?
Yeah, I believe you could.
Really? Cool. Do you think you can teach me how to move like that?
Yeah, I can.
Am I doing it right? Like this?
Yeah, keep working on it, you'll get it. And watch his videos. He really helped me learn.
Biak. Nish. Ta. Is this person living or surviving? This person living or surviving?
Living or surviving?
Here's an outline of the current school year. Classes typically start in September. We begin with an orientation period of CIT in Toronto. Students are then enrolled into full-time training with a winter and spring break in between studies.
That may leave you wondering what your class schedule might look like during the school year. Here's an example.
Classes are typically in person, but may be online in some cases. You have a variety of classes at CIT throughout the year, such as dance, voice, physical theater, singing, and story creation. You will be on your feet and expected to be actively participating in all classes. Although accommodations can always be made, you can address any access concerns or needs to your educators or staff.
It's now time for our exclusive CIT interview.
They say people in the audience, they don't experience the same show as anybody else, even if it runs for 2 years. 2 years, it's a different show every night. Because what I see one night, somebody else sees something else. Different perspective, different sight of line. On the night, something drops on the floor that doesn't normally happen. You go, blah, and you come up with a line to pick it up, and then the audience goes, oh my God, is that a part of it? And we go, you don't know, this is theater, it's live, baby. So there is that side, which is like, you rehearse and you get in there and you're very much like, it's the scene partner, it's the people in the scene. And with film and television, woo, so different. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit like, you're not connected. You may not even talk about how you want to deliver lines to each other before the scene happens. So I'm going in like, oh, I think it's like this. And then they're like, well, I think it's like this. And suddenly we're like this, going like that. And then they go cut, and then they talk about it and they say, so what's going on in here? And you talk about it or something, or it's just different. It's live. It's just, and if it doesn't work, it's cut. Then they go reset. And then everyone goes, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go to food craft. And then you just like, well, what about our scene? Let's work on it. No, okay, go ahead. So it's then there's the side of like, ooh, pay. Ooh, I think everybody in the industry knows film and television money is like, whoop, it just goes way up. And then theater is like, woo, whoa, we're working on it. But we're both actors. Like both of them are doing the same thing. They're acting. They're acting out this thing, yet the pay is so different. So there's different draws to each one, and it's been a real challenge for me. But ultimately, when I really think about it, definitely something I want to do is share stories, and I want to share them on stages or off stages in alleyways. It doesn't matter. I want to share what I have and what I know to put it out there, because I know it can be inspiring. It can have someone see something that's about their lives that they haven't thought about before. So they see it and they go, oh, I haven't thought about that in my own life. Then they go forward from that show like, I'm going to try this thing that I saw in this show, this thing, acknowledging my language, say. I haven't spoke my language, but this native who's Ojibwe is speaking his language on the stage. And it's transcribed on the scrim for what it says. And then there's a non-native person there down the aisle from me learning Anishinaabe. They're learning the language because this actor who's native put it up there, and now a non-native understands what Ogichita means, and it's warrior. So now this person who's not native is understanding a native language that's being told to them, and here I am, say I'm a Blackfoot, or I'm a Cree, or Lakota, and I don't even have my language. That person may see the show that I share and now go want to pursue their language. That, to me, is brilliant. Or say if there was a little native kid who saw my show and they go, I never thought I wanted to be an actor until I saw your show. I want to be an actor. And I go, oh my God, there's a school called Center for Indigenous Theatre. It's a 3-year professional theatre training program located in Toronto, Ontario. I went to it. You can go to it. We can both be actors in this industry. Holy crap. Oh my God. Like that, again, that's just two people. One about their language. One about their career.
Inspired to apply yet? Let us know in the comments. Requirements needed to apply at the Center for Indigenous Theatre are: you must identify as First Nations, Métis, or Inuit. You must be 18 years of age or older. You need a grade 10 English level or higher. Have an interest in acting, movement, voice, self-discovery, and theatre, as well as an interest in exploring Indigenous culture and knowledge.
Now that you've gone over the requirements, here are some important documents that you submit applying to Center for Indigenous Theatre. They include
an updated resume, a 500-word essay expressing your interest in theater and coming to CIT, 2 references that can vouch for your interest in theater, a photocopy of your health card, and an audition video of you doing some script work.
To help you out with your audition, we have created a how-to video. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Sam Twin. I'm a 4th year student here at Center for Indigenous Theater.
Hi, I'm Teresa Cutneff, and I'm also a 4th year student at the Center for Indigenous Theater.
We'll give you some tips and tricks on how to do your monologues and get them sent into CIT.
Yes, so first find an age-appropriate monologue for yourself. Use something from the Indigenous canon, something like from Thompson Highway, Drew Hayden Taylor, Kenneth T. Williams. Do you have any more?
Keith Barker, Alanis King. And if you have any troubles finding anything like that, you could email CIT and we'll provide you with a monologue.
So Sam, what did you do for your audition into CIT?
I did Isaac from Thunderstick by Kenneth Williams. What about you? What did you do?
I was sent a collection of different story pieces from Coyote City. What to wear? Wear something simple, neutral colors, something that you're comfortable and confident in.
Yep. And you know, there's not really a time limit for it, but it should be around 3 minutes.
If you have any other skills that you want to show, like singing, dancing, hand drumming, anything and everything, feel free to submit it. But you do have to have a monologue.
Unless, of course, you're a storyteller and you have a story, then you could submit that instead of the monologue, but no accents, please.
And the most important thing is to have fun. And if you stumble, that's okay.
Yep.
You can do it over and over, as many times as you feel. Have any other difficulties like doing your monologue or audition?
Probably the hardest part was memorizing it all, and I had somebody film it for me. I did not know that it was best to film it with a neutral background, so I filmed it just in a living room and there was a lot of things in the background, but it worked out. And you don't need a professional camera. We're doing this on an iPhone 10. You can stack it up on some books or put it on a table, whatever you gotta do. As long as it's capturing basically from half of your torso up so we can see your shoulders and your head. You could have a relative or somebody hold the camera for you and you can just send that into CIT.
Have fun.
There are ongoing requirements in order to remain in the program. Curious on what it takes to be a CIT graduate?
You are expected to be on time and present for all classes. You must actively be looking for funding while you attend your studies. Tuition costs each year is $3,750.
Before you go, we would like to mention that there are alternative funding options if you are unable to receive financial support from your band. There are other organizations that you can submit applications to for funding. These include, but are not limited to, the Inspire Foundation, Dreamcatcher Charitable Foundation, the Métis Nation of Ontario, Canada Post, Mississaugas of the Credit, and other local organizations.
If you are in need of funding application assistance, contact us at the Center Indigenous Theater. We are accepting applications for all our full-time program as well as our summertime. Interested now? Reminder, no student has ever been turned away due to lack of funding.
Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook to stay updated on CIT news and updates. Also, check out our website at indigenoustheater.com.
We would also like to thank our funders with their generous support as we're able to provide a school for our students. The Department of Canada Heritage, the Ontario Arts Council, the Toronto Arts Council, Ms. Wei Beek, Aboriginal Employment Training, Heritage Park Foundation of Rights and Freedom,
McLean Smith's Family Foundation,
and Ontario Arts Foundation.
Thank you for attending the CIT's program info session. Also, if you have any questions, please leave in the comments section below and we will get back to you.
See you soon.